yeah, last we left off, we were deciding to not do anything.
Well, we
But-
can't not do anything, but we can lie.
Yep, okay, head to the cabin. No, I'm definitely going to slay that princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you.
You said parentheses lie out loud.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind. The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors,
Oh, it's
all
spiral.
projected across what's almost the same
Yeah,
space.
this is so much spiral. Oh
It's
my
all
lord.
shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay, but what if I go down without the blade?
Let's do it.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just
Yes,
say
because it
that.
annoys you.
But when everything here is so wrong.
This looks, yeah, like this looks so utterly wrong. I love it.
Listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the
giving me
princess and
ideas.
through that action, save the entire world.
Good.
And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Thank you, Scourge. Very cool.
Nothing.
Love him.
Because you're
Love
going
him
to
so
pull
much.
yourself together.
And suddenly
Just
my opinion
ignore
of
the
him has
stressful
lessened
geometry
severely.
And stay calm.
Rude as hell.
I don't like Scourge.
Okay, but you don't like anything Sonic related.
Give it a second.
That is not true. I've watched the movie. The movie is delightful.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
It's fantastic. I would think
I
that
love him.
I would think you would like this one, Seth.
I do, I just don't like the comparison that he's close to Scourge, because I tend to dislike him for the person that he is.
Which is an asshole who constantly goes against what everyone else says.
Yes, but this one at least has a fucking reason behind it that I can easily
What you're saying
surmise.
is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay.
Okay, but
Okay.
I
The
can deal with
concept of-
sarcasm. I can not deal with whatever the fuck Scourge is. It just tickles my specific urge of, no, I hate you and everything you stand
That's-
for.
it is kind of easy to understand. Sonic is Sonic, Scourge is anti-Sonic. That's the entire thing.
Isn't that also the thing of Metal and Shadow?
No, Metal is it is, well, in my case, an alternate version of Sonic, who, like, from a bad future, or a robot specifically designed to counter Sonic. Shadow is 50 years older than Sonic because Eggman's grandfather heard the tale, like the prophecy that foretold Sonic, and basically said, I can make that.
Okay, but what you're describing with something directly created to counter Sonic, and it's quite literally an anti-Sonic.
Okay.
No, but he is literally from backwards reality. Like,
Yeah.
that's the entire point.
It's you're thinking anti-Sonic as in a thing designed to counter Sonic. Scourge is anti-Sonic as in he is everything that Sonic is not.
Okay. Still doesn't really improve my opinion of him, to be totally honest, because
Well, you said you didn't understand, like, the whatever, so I was explaining it to you because I'm autistic. Anyways, we can carry on, sorry.
He's also a contrarian asshole because trauma, and specifically of the parental variety.
yeah, that's fine. That doesn't mean I have to like the character.
You will. They always do.
Lost, you said that like
Good.
5 months ago.
Whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Never said it'd be overnight. Alright. What's our
Lost, my
options here?
opinion has only gotten worse of him, so
Mirror.
sorry, just
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or... You reach forward and rub your hand, but there was a mirror, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
enter the basement.
Without.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Oh my,
hello,
Michael.
Spiral.
Branching staircases, all built from
Hello,
unidentifiable materials.
Yeah, like, we said this was the spiral because of how everything looked wrong. This got even more so.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know what happened in like this reality. You know how we kept on going around and and the narrator kept on making more cabins?
Yeah. Oh.
This is all those cabins combined.
Oops.
I already have a
Nothing
name
here
for this
seems
episode
banal.
picked out.
And the closer you examine your
What?
surroundings, the more confused you get. Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this
Yeah.
place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here
Fine
has a
code.
sickening, almost sludge-like miasma
Oh.
to it.
Right.
The
Once
kind
it's
of
done.
indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Just Fire and Co. slay the princess and argue about Sonic the entire time.
Yeah.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Which ones?
Hello?
Yes.
Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Alright. Harsh, center, or soft?
Soft.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way. But the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. soon enough you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight. The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
Me when I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Okay, is it just me or is it getting less quality?
Yeah, kinda.
Physical sensations dull and then vanish.
Yeah, definitely.
Until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
I think we accidentally went here ahead of time.
Maybe.
Methinks this feels more like the ultimate ending. Well, besides, you
Well.
know, completing her.
Only one way to find out, so yes.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems... normal.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
That's okay. Sometimes I forget where I am too.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. She's so warm and friendly. It's deception. Don't buy into it.
I bet there's two other princesses at the bottom of the other stairs.
Probably.
Maybe.
How strange. So, why are you here?
Never mind, there's two princesses right here now.
Hang on.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. Where there was once just one of her,
no.
there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
This is honestly unsettling to me.
You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
There's more of you now.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best. And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade. Can we even leave this place? I don't like thinking about what might happen to us if we have to go back through those stairs. Well, that's where the blade is. If you want it, you'll have to go and get it. I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're
I'm going to
obviously
break
just
reality.
making things worse.
Whoop.
Why is that? That's
Oh,
asking for multiple options.
it's 3 questions. It's 3 options because there are 3 of her. But the other 2 options are alone. Are woefully alone.
What's your name?
You can call me Princess, if you'd like. Princess. You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened?
I don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here?
Kindness, apathy, anger, sadness.
Well, let's see how far we can keep this rabbit hole going.
You know why you're down here?
I don't know why I'm here, but there has to be a reason, right? You don't just lock a princess away in a place like this without a reason. I wish I knew what it was. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen, or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this.
We
But
do
how
have
we
another
decide
question.
What to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her.
Well, one thing I'm certain of is that this is going to be really, really fun.
Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Damn.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to perish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all...
Alright, before we continue, I'm going to be right back.
Alright.
I'm just glad we went to the black screen before we had to keep staring at the flesh spiral. Alright, I'm back. How's everyone doing?
Blah.
I was eating breakfast.
Ah. Did you witness the hell?
Yes, I did. I just had to be muted the entire time.
Fair. You doing alright, Ceth?
Still sick.
Fair.
Falls apart? I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's going to be okay.
Oh, that's an interesting... Bodies?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful... He's just messing with us. Right?
You're withered.
Oh. Fun.
Now we get to speak to that things.
We get to speak to hers.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be.
We ended after
But I
chapter
am
2 this
also
time.
none of it.
Guess so. One of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
What do you think of this vessel?
These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and wall. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves. I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences. You have your responsibilities, and I have mine.
Ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Right, what was the next plan?
I forget.
And bring the stranger to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
What do you mean bring the stranger to her?
That's what the achievement said.
Ah.
You're here to slay her.
I believe our other idea was slay the princess, but then don't try to slay her the second time around.
I'm confused, but alright.
Basically, you know how we made the wraith?
Mm-hmm.
We killed her, and then she came back as a ghost, and then we tried killing her again, and that made her even worse.
Yes.
Now we're going to kill her, but this time, after the second run, instead of trying to kill her again, we're going to work with her.
We can do that. Let's
Don't
find the
mention it.
protagonist to
It's
shit.
all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore. The interior of the blade.
Or we could
Take
enter
knife.
or we could enter the basement without the knife.
Oh, we can do that.
Which do we do? Kill her and then save her, or just go in without the knife?
I don't have a coin on. Give me a second. Let's see. Knife or no knife heads, no knife tails. Tails.
Alright.
So no knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a stair. Her voice
Hello? Is someone there?
is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
This is what we found at the bottom of the soft steps.
Oh yeah.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Hello, I'm broken. I'm hideous.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
But at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Damn.
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Alright.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I can't slay the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
What are you...
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know
This
you don't
is
have
different
to do
because
this, right?
going down without the knife didn't made her a lot. She's probably not going to kill me.
Might trap you, but probably
Your
not
body
kill.
lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Okay, so she will still stab me.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
The damsel.
Hmm.
I don't think we've been here before.
You're on a
I
path
don't think we have
in
either.
the woods. And at the end of that, you're here
Yeah,
to
yeah,
slay.
Johnny Man, we know.
What are we doing here?
I can assure you that if he doesn't remember what happened, then... Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
The smitten.
Hey,
It's me.
yeah, look, it's us.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Four?
I'm pretty
Player,
sure betting-
hero, smitten, princess.
Yeah.
We'll
Ah,
see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
okay, but mood.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Alright,
Proceed.
moving on.
I should check
Oh,
more
boy.
dialogue because the smitten
Before
might
you
talk.
go any further, she will
True.
lie. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
It is such a Papyrus core answer.
Thing is, he speaks like people think Papyrus does as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things
No,
are better
no,
kept
we're
quiet.
in this.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean
Another
and
different thing.
elegant. Its stone
It's
walls
like a castle.
draped in fine-threaded tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, there's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
God, this really is just us.
In which case she'd be lying to you because
I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
that's a great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her. We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about that, I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so
I need to be right back
meaningless?
again. God
What
damn it.
good would it even do?
Alrighty, I'm back, but I do have to leave in like an hour and a half, so.
Alright.
Alright.
You walk up to the wall next. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cap, but it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Do you mean feather?
Or bird.
We're bird.
Oh.
This has been shown multiple times, Lost.
I have not seen a beak, I've just seen monster
The door
creature.
to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell.
Ooh,
Gold-trimmed carpet
candelabra.
glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
No
There's a
extra
heavy
chains.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the
No
far
extra
wall.
chains. And
My
to me, it's the
love,
dress
we're
difference.
here to rescue you from your
Yeah.
unjust and foul imprisonment.
And no bars on the
You know
window
she
either.
can't hear you, right?
Weird.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely She can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
I didn't bring a knife. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect.
I think this is the one that's gonna hurt the most to lose.
Probably.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying
Oh.
a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't
Yep.
care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right.
I don't
It's
like that.
extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
What don't you like?
The fact that she's like, the fact that she is just taking the fact that she could be stabbed or maimed at any point, just like a smile on her face, like, it doesn't matter what happens to me.
She's tried to cut her hand off on several occasions. It's fine.
She's actively cut her own
But
head
she's, like,
off on multiple occasions.
I know, but the way she's going about it this time, like, all happy about it.
Meh.
Love can make people do crazy things.
No, I think it's something else, but I'm gonna shut up.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Alright.
Rescue the princess.
No. I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't.
Try me.
That was threatening.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Didn't work this time because her new version, it reflects her it reflects her emotional state as well as like the actions that have gone up to this point. So she's a lot less. So because we treated her like a, you know, sweet and soft and caring princess. She was.
So she became that.
Exactly.
I
Fascinating.
can't believe it. I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. One slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
We can figure out the rest later.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
We don't get that.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Maybe it'd open if we tried together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door. Together. Blech. And... the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
You're not doing that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you. You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said, that's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Moving on, we're leaving.
But what if you
I suppose
stay?
You are
Oh,
going to do that, aren't you?
We'll
Across
find
the
out later,
room,
I guess.
Opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
Your love will set you free.
Our happy ending at last.
We did it! What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Bye, honey.
Yum. Nom.
I wonder what I've happened this time.
She's gone. Is that a... No. But it feels so bad. Like looking into it, yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right? Okay. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
What happened this time?
Unraveled. Oh boy.
I'm getting worse.
I can fix her. I can make it worse.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars. And there are people, we think. At least there's supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears
Wonder
on
what
a
would happen
winter's
if you
day.
stayed.
They are not like us.
We'll find out later, Blast. That's kind of the thing with this game.
Just asking. Like,
You don't need to ask. We can find out.
that's not what I meant. I meant like, is that something
Seth
we
is
want to
being
try,
coy.
or like? I know that I'm asking this if that's something we want to try, or we're gonna go for something completely different.
I think we're gonna go with the whole stab her once, come back, be nice to her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him.
There's no need for you to know what you are going to do before you do it. If you find him, remember that I'll be waiting for you on the other side.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Do you think we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
What's gonna happen when you awaken?
No. The point of awakening is to find out.
How many more vessels?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular.
One left.
A final multitude.
This is the last time. Is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Oh. Oh, this is more than just completion.
Well,
I do not think that, are that we have not gotten every ending here.
Nope.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Well, let's go out to bring the damsel to her.
You're on a path in the woods. You're
Right.
here to...
Silent
You
protagonist
make your
mode.
way up the short path. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
We are now Frisk. No word, just stab.
The
Isn't that what you
interior
did
of the
last time?
cabin is almost
The
entirely
the
bare.
ghost.
The air
Yeah,
is
but here's
stale
the
and
thing.
musty.
Well,
and
last
the floor
time
and walls
we
are
we
painted in a
killed
fine
her,
layer
we
of
made the
dust.
ghost, and
The
then
only
we tried to
furniture
kill
of
the
note
ghost.
is a plain wooden table.
This time we're going to
Perched
make
on
the
that
ghost and then
table
try to
is a
save the
pristine
ghost.
blade. The blade
We are taking the question, which is a ghost, and instead of no, we answer heck yes.
Actually,
Take the blade, hun.
I have another idea.
Oh.
What if we give in when the narrator forces our hand?
Oh.
I was gonna say, talk it out and try and kill her.
Then let's do the nicest option. Before we get
The
possessed.
daughter, her voice
Hello?
is hypnotizing.
I'm here
How
to
many
save you.
Wait, really? You're here to rest.
You're only making...
Okay.
I have returned to the bottom stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Fine. No, we won't have any of that. The state as the princess... Wait, this is... Watch me.
What are you doing?
No, the thing is,
First resist and first warn her and then
Stop
kill.
that.
yeah.
Thank you.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there? A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to
Oh,
stop
she's
her.
feral.
You feel her claws in your throat,
Hell yeah, the
then
best
her
type.
teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't
All
deny
right.
the reality of what's happened. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The witch.
The witch. That's different.
You're on a
I
path
did it wrong.
in the woods, and you're
You
here
did it
to
interesting.
Yep.
Wait. She's going to kill me again.
again. People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you.
Opportunist.
It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Proceeds.
A warning. She will lie. Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
So many options.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of
Huh.
twisted roots. The walls are
Alright,
chaotic
murder
weave of
or,
knotted wood that,
or
almost as if
mercy?
by accident, just happens to resemble
Try
wood.
mercy, I guess.
The floor is damp and earthy.
Mercy at
and
all
the only
costs.
furniture of note is
Mercy
a
at all
slab of
costs,
mud
got
in
it.
the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. That's because there's definite, but he says there isn't one. Oh, I'm sure we look great. If only there was some sort of reflective... You do see it. I see all sorts, but do you see the mirror? It's a simple yes or no question. Help me out here, will you? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so mean?
Whatever. Enter the basement.
No blade. Hope you know what you're getting us into. It'll always
What?
be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Okay, so this one is me. Hello.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend
Oh,
the
it really
basement
is you.
steps,
Hell
entering
yeah.
the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all, and unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
I'm sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
I didn't bring my blade down, remember? How am I supposed to get you out of these chains?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Why do I have a nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out of here?
No,
And
no,
why
we
would I do
okay.
such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
We are going to help her. That was an explore dialogue.
Yeah. Explore is just dialogue.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know if it affected choices or not.
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Alright, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to
I
turn
trust
her
my
back
kind.
on us.
I trust her.
It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
That's right, you're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's exactly what I'm worried about.
Well, guess we're going.
Yep.
You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because
I have
already
dinner
know
soon.
I'm right. This is for
Yeah,
you.
well, after this run, she will be complete.
Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself. But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened. You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? Why did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight. Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop. The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact. You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realise that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back. We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done if you considered not being like that. Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
We are never going to get up those stairs, were we?
The princess lets out a mocking laugh.
By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back. And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us. And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first. Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it? The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up. Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here? Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Is that really what's going to happen now? Hello? Are you still there? What happens next? I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Well then.
Can you fix my back before I do that?
She's gone. And there's that. But it feels so iffy. Okay. Finally. We're going places.
Approach mirror.
Are we just a fucking skeleton now? Oh.
I think you know what I am.
Oh. Holy eyeballs.
It's a crow.
So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
What are you?
Oh, I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
So I do kind of have to go now, which is unfortunate.
Yes, you will.
Okay.
But it will all...
Because I have to eat dinner. So, talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
Has every narrator really been different?
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Why would you want me to destroy the concept of transformation?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
You just call him delusional. It's funny.
So, do I work with him, or do I work with her?
Work with her. He's been nice to you.
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. And for all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Are you a part of me, or are you something else?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Run out of questions.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
Oh,
Oh god. Uno momento.
I can finally see you.
Hello.
hello again.
It's time to end this.
It's been so
Sort of.
long, and my
Maybe.
heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Do you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
So many stories we left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
I think it's time for us to leave this place. But I don't know how to leave or where to go.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you. I love you. It's magnificent.
Did I take?
What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
endings. Only new beginnings. Okay, but this is amazing music.
Mhm.
Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count.
And
And that was it.
well, you can check memories real quick.
Meet your equal in combat. Die pathetically to an abrasive prisoner. Lock your fears away. She isn't armed, is she? Fall to a feral captive. Sometimes when you cut something out of you, a piece of you leaves with it. One might resist the... you're on the princess, the spaces between the end of everything.
So if you're going for completionist, you still got a lot to go through.
Yep. But it looks like it's 6 per ending. Angels and demons are cut from the same cloth, and it's best to not deny a proud being. One might resist the divine, but it's very hard to kill a god. There is no shame in failing. Better linger in your nightmares than to let them run wild. There are other ways to die to nature than let it swallow you whole. Become one with the princess in a very literal sense. May involve, but does not necessitate being eaten. Sometimes the only way to brave a vicious cycle is to put your heart on the line. When you've seen the worst sights the person of the world can offer, you can always choose to walk away empty-handed. For many reasons, spirits may linger. The flames of passion, the flood of words left unspoken. You don't need the world for your happy ending. Woods. It's you. See what? Grown, you've withered, you've unraveled. Let's see the difference. Us, grown, withered, unraveled. Ah, we got more bone.
Ooh, what did that say?
Huh?
Damn, both of you took incomplete existence.
I think that's if I kill her, because I can't access
I
that
see.
one. Oh. Oh, that was wrong. All of these are the Spectre. So, even if I had done the whole thing of, like, kill her and then spare her ghost and, like, help her ghost, all I would have done was unlock more parts of the Spectre.
Yeah, there's multiple ways of things can end. That's usually how these things go.
Plus, I didn't give it to her. find the tower. Damsel, find the nightmare. Find the prisoner, find the specter, find the razor, find the witch, find the beast, find the adversary. Thought you said she wasn't armed. Get her to break her own chains. Always leave a means of easy egress.
I will say this. I did do, like, just because this game interested me, so I started looking into it. I will say, I think you will like the adversary.
I'm guessing that would
I will say,
probably be like meet your equal in combat.
yep.
Hell yeah.
I will say no more, though.
Alright, I'll have to look in my own time, but I've also got to go.
Alright,
Talk to you later.
this is fun. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.